Heute bei Jugendstil geht es weiter mit Pop vs. Rap. Und diesmal nimmt sich Pepe das Album Melodrama von Lorde vor. Außerdem waren wir auf den Straßen Magdeburgs unterwegs und haben gefragt, wie blickt ihr in die Zukunft? Hoffnungsvoll oder mit Sorgen? Und natürlich reden wir über Filme. In Inside the Movies nehmen sich Tim und Dmitri die letzten Oscars vor. Das dürft ihr nicht verpassen.
Oh, ihr seid ja auch schon da. Ich höre gerade das Album Melodrama von Lorde. Ich bin also mehr oder weniger Alfonsos Empfehlung der letzten Folge gefolgt. Wir werden das Album heute ein bisschen genauer unter die Lupe nehmen in der zweiten Folge Rap vs. Pop. Und Pepe wird das Ganze bewerten. Da bin ich schon mal ganz gespannt.
Welcome everyone to Behind the Tracks. I'm Alfonso.
And I'm Pepe.
And this is the second edition of Pop Meets Rap, where Pepe and I recommend each other iconic albums of different genres. In my case, I recommend him pop and indie albums, and he recommends me cool hip-hop albums. So today, it's time for Pepe to react to Melodrama by Lorde, one of my favorite albums. So, Pepe, what's your relationship with pop music?
I loved listening to Bruno Mars, for example. He's one of my favorite kind of artists in pop. I loved listening to those typical white girl music songs like by Katy Perry and stuff.
Really?
Or Maroon 5 or something. Like
more like the early 2010s, I'm getting?
Yeah, true. Early 2010s.
This is one of the alternative pop albums of the late 2010s. What was your general impression? What can you tell us about it?
So, first of all, I actually didn't know Lorde from like some of her songs I've heard on the radio or on TikTok.
And we'll never be royal.
But I actually didn't know this album before. And I generally felt a great vibe while listening to it. It was not what I expected. It was actually better than I expected it to be.
Nice.
So you picked a great album for me. As I know, it's a breakup album from her ex-boyfriend. Like in most pop albums, the album has a contrast of partying, being happy, dancing, dance music, but also heartbreak, sadness, and the depth of a relationship basically. So it had both sides.
I think the first time I watched one of these TikToks, like me listening to this album on shuffle, and it's like dancing and crying. I think it was for Melodrama.
Yeah. The opener, Green Light, kind of sets the framing of the album. As it starts with slow piano music, kind of confession about something she has to tell her ex, kind of like. And then the dance music and the drums and everything kicks in.
Actually, do you know Max Martin?
No.
He's like the greatest pop songwriter of the 2000s. Yeah, Britney Spears, Katy Perry, and he said about this song that the structure is technically wrong.
It is?
That's what he said, but Lorde took it as a compliment.
Oh, okay, yeah. And also, when you look at the lyrics and all the stuff, the album, I noticed, is also kind of divided into two parts. It's kind of broken up. The first part is more like she's not directly saying it, she's talking around and she's on parties. And the second part of the album is more like straightforward to it, and she tells what she thinks and her feelings. So it's also kind of a concept album, like Good Kid, Mad City, which I think is cool because I always like it when an album has like a deeper meaning, is not just random tracks thrown into an album.
It's not a playlist.
Yeah, it's not a playlist. It's actually an actual album where you have a listen from top to bottom. She mentions songs and stuff from early in the album, later in the album, so you kind of do have a story in it. The end track, Perfect Places,
Yeah, it's like full circle.
Yeah, it's full. Yeah, that's exactly what words I was looking
This green
for.
light is like, I'll come get my things, but where am I supposed to go?
Yeah. My overall thoughts are, first of all, the production quality of this album is absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Especially in the song Heart Feelings.
Yes!
Loveless.
I was gonna ask you about it. It's also my favorite production. You know, the first time I listened to this album, I was at home with my big headphones in 2017, and I had to pause the song and be like, oh, why are the neighbors moving the furniture? Wait, they're not.
That's exactly what I thought. It's like so eerie and like, whoa, what is happening? And that's what I absolutely loved about the song. Another song I really loved is Rider in Dark. Ooh, deep, very melodic, beautiful singing. Like her voice is actually stunning.
Did my best to exist just for you.
The album, it made me kind of feel things while listening to it, and that's how it's supposed to be, I think, when you're listening to a good album. Something I also want to talk about is she makes a lot of sounds in it. Like she says, like the boom, boom, boom.
Broadcast the boom, 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 and make them all dance to it. Now you know it's really gonna blow.
It gets put in there and you don't expect it, but it works. It's like also, I think in some song was like a gun, when you like a reload thing or something.
Ah, in perfect places.
Yeah,
yes.
in perfect places. Also, the album cover, it looks great. You said something about the artist and her, they met, and...
Yeah, it's a painting, and he made two versions of it. You can see them right here.
Yeah, I want to definitely talk about the album cover because it looks very great art.
Something I wanted to ask you. Did you find any hip-hop on this album?
Hip-hop on this album?
Yes.
Oh, I remember. I don't know what song it was on.
Sober 2 Melodrama.
Yes.
Talk about us, all the lovers, how we kiss and kill each other. Whoa.
That is not only pop, it's like kind of hip-hop kicks and drums.
Yes.
That's what I was like. I was listening in the background and am I still on the right album?
It also reminded me when I was listening to Good Kid, Mad City, there's a lot of strings too sometimes. Yeah. There's a point where both albums connect.
True.
Do you have any questions about it?
What's up? Do you know anything from her ex-boyfriend or how?
No, all I know is people's. Every now and then they call him ugly on Twitter.
For real?
Yes, but it was like a 3-year relationship according to Heart Feelings.
She was only 19 years old. Yes. Like she was in her late teens. And if I would have to give the whole album and review, like from 1 to 10, I think it's definitely a strong 8.5 for me.
Wow,
like,
nice.
This album is a really good influence on pop music. It sets a great example for later artists on what an album can make with people.
So true, because as I told you, Melodrama is Jack Antonoff's first main project as a producer, and now he's every day on the radio. You can hear to Please, Please, Please. You hear Fortnite by Taylor Swift. In 2017, I would just download the instrumentals of these songs on Melodrama, just listen to them and learn all the instruments.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. It's definitely a pop album, but it pushes the boundaries of production so much.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something else. Oh yeah, I think you're in the perfect age for this album. I was your age when I listened to it.
No.
I don't know your love experiences or anything, but whenever a big breakup happens to you, this is like the album. So yeah, it's kind of emotional that I'm now like 6, 7, 8 years older recommending this album to you. It's cool.
Yeah.
Overall, really, really happy you liked it, and we had very similar opinions on certain aspects.
That's
like
cool.
Hard feelings. So yeah, glad to know it was a success. And I already have options for next recommendations.
Okay, yeah.
So,
I already thought about some stuff as well for the next
Cool.
recommendation you can listen to.
so yeah, I really hope we continue this series.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining, and enjoy the rest of Jugendstil. Bye.
Enjoy.
Bye.
1000 Menschen ums Leben gekommen, einen dritten Weltkrieg zu riskieren.
Die größte Wirtschaftskrise.
Also die Nachrichten kann man sich echt gar nicht mehr angucken. Da verliert man ja jegliche Hoffnung. Mich würde mal interessieren, was die Menschen in Magdeburg zu der heutigen Zeit sagen. Und deswegen bin ich auf die Straße gegangen.
Kriege, Klimakrise, Wirtschaftskrise. Die Nachrichten sind voll mit düsteren Prognosen. Aber wie fühlt sich das eigentlich für die Menschen hier in Magdeburg an? Blicken sie voller Hoffnung in die Zukunft oder überwiegen die Sorgen? Wir haben mal genauer nachgefragt.
Wie blickt ihr denn auf die Zukunft?
Ja, also erstmal optimistisch. Ja. Also ich denke mal, dass relativ viele Baustellen anzugehen sind. Also erstmal auf sozialer sowie auf wichtigen Ebenen wie Klima und sonstigem. Aber ich denke mal, ja, wenn jeder so ein bisschen seinen Teil dazu beibringt, dann müssen wir einfach das Beste draus machen.
Wenn man auf die Politik schaut, vor allem steht man auf jeden Fall so vor Herausforderungen. Man kann ja bei Bildung zum Beispiel anfangen. Bildung, da ist ja auf jeden Fall eine Riesenlücke und es scheint auch niemanden zu interessieren. Man kümmert sich lieber darum, wie Ausländer nicht mehr ins Land kommen können, anstatt um die Bildung im Land. Ich weiß nicht, ob das der richtige Weg ist.
Fühlst du dich durch dein Studium oder generell durch die Schule gut aufs spätere Leben vorbereitet?
Durch die Schule leider gar nicht so richtig. Ich hätte mir mehr so Fächer gewünscht wie Wirtschaft oder so Hauswirtschaft oder so. Also für den Alltag einfach mehr, statt irgendwie in Sport in 50 Sekunden 100 Seilsprünge hinzukriegen. Also irgendwas Praktischeres für den Alltag.
Dass man ein bisschen Realität auch so in die Schulen holt am besten. Also so, keine Ahnung, vielleicht eine Steuererklärung mal machen, ich weiß nicht, sowas in der Art, dass man eben auch vorbereitet ist darauf, was so jetzt noch kommt.
Gerade der Bildungssektor ist jetzt auch aus meiner Perspektive als Lehrer stark unterfinanziert, da kann man mehr machen.
Gibt es Sorgen, die du dir machst in Bezug auf die Zukunft?
Ja, jetzt halt der Rechtsruck in Europa und generell in der Welt.
Ja, auf jeden Fall auf die Ketten kriegen, dass man so Faktenchecks ein bisschen mehr, dass man checkt, nicht alles, was im Internet steht, ist halt true. Googelst 2-3 Mal mehr, Bro, es tut nicht weh. Geh mal lieber in den Diskurs, diskutiert das lieber, anstatt gleich die Fronten aufzumachen, dicht zu machen und zu sagen, hey, du bist scheiße, das geht so nicht. Einfach ein bisschen mehr miteinander reden, ist schon ein bisschen besser, alle lieb haben und dann kriegen wir das auch hin.
Also es ist alles ein bisschen schwierig irgendwie, so finanziell, wohnungstechnisch sieht es auch gerade nicht so gut aus. Sieht alles ein bisschen schwierig aus, ja.
Und was lässt dich trotzdem vielleicht optimistisch in die Zukunft blicken?
Meine Freunde, meine Familie, die alle positiv denken, auch trotz der relativ düsteren Tage jetzt in der letzten Zeit. Da denke ich mir doch, okay, wir sind doch nicht alle verloren.
Weil man auch an kleinen Gesten einfach merkt, wie toll Menschen auch zusammenarbeiten können und dass man sich doch nicht gegenseitig scheißegal ist. Und dass, auch wenn man in der Politik mitbekommt, dass Leute nicht richtig miteinander sprechen können, offenbar, dass es halt so auf kleinerer Ebene, auf Arbeit oder im Freundeskreis dann doch ganz gut klappt.
Nicht nur die junge Generation macht sich Gedanken über die Zukunft. Auch die Älteren haben viele Veränderungen erlebt. Welche Tipps und Perspektiven haben Sie? Wir hören mal rein.
Viele junge Leute haben gerade Gedanken über ihre Zukunft, weil es ja nicht so rosig aussieht. Haben Sie denn vielleicht Erfahrungen, von denen Sie uns teilen wollen, dass es vielleicht in Ihrer Jugend ähnlich war? Dass man, ich sag mal, eher hoffnungslos in die Zukunft geblickt hat?
Also wir sind ja nur wirklich geboren, da fing der Krieg an. Wir haben alles durch. Und wir haben gedacht, nachdem das zu Ende war, jetzt kommt das nie wieder. Und es tut richtig dolle weh. Also was man da machen kann, vielleicht kann man hoffen, dass die Menschen das noch begreifen.
Ich hoffe, dass es für meine Enkel und Urenkel besser wird und nicht schlechter. Da hat man die größte Angst davor.
Haben Sie vielleicht noch einen Wunsch für die Zukunft oder etwas, was Sie jungen Leuten auf den Weg geben können, dass sie vielleicht hoffnungsvoll bleiben?
Ja, man sollte eigentlich bei den kleinen Dingen anfangen, damit zufrieden zu sein und nicht irgendwelche Illusionen, die nicht erfüllbar sind. Ja.
Sparen Sie nicht das Geld, gegeben haben Sie ja noch nicht, aber langsam, wenn Sie älter werden, sparen Sie das Geld ja nicht. Genießen Sie das Leben, sonst im Alter wird es wieder abgenommen.
Okay, danke schön für das Gespräch. War sehr lehrreich. Dann haben Sie noch einen schönen Tag. Naja, ein Filmprofi werde ich nicht mehr, aber mal gucken, wer es geworden ist bei den Oscars dieses Jahr.
And the award of the best host inside the movies goes to guy in the best youth of this evening. Congratulations!
Good morning in the morning. This is Jugendstil Inside the Movies. I'm Tim.
I'm Dmitri.
And today we want to talk about the Oscars. So, have you seen the award show?
No.
No. Yeah. Why are we talking about that?
Because everybody likes Oscar and we cannot just forget about this event.
I've seen the award show and maybe I can talk about.
Yeah, you could talk because at the time of the Oscar I watched only My Dreams.
It was the 1907th award show and the host of this event was first time Conan O'Brien. It was funny, he made an around 20 minutes opening monologue and he told he don't waste time.
I won't waste time! I won't waste time!
And then the first award came and for Best Supporting Actor, and this was Kieran Culkin, the brother of Macaulay Culkin. Kevin!
Holy smokes, it's morning! It's Christmas morning, man!
And he won for A Real Pain, a movie by Jesse Eisenberg.
And the best actress in supporting role is Zoe Saldana from film Melodrama.
Have you seen this movie?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I have difficult feelings. There is one stand which I saw and wow, that's really interesting. And in general, if we said that this film is a musical about some trans person, it sounds very unusual. And I'm also like the other films of Jacques Audiard, which is director of this film. But there is also some stand which looks too melodramatic.
But do you think Zoe Saldana deserves the Oscar or not?
Yeah, she is really great in this movie, and I really like her role. And that's great that she had the Oscar, because before that we've known her only for some role where she was in makeup.
I think in Avatar she was, in Avatar 2, in Avengers Endgame, in Avengers Infinity War.
But now we saw her without makeup and she's also great.
Yeah. But let's stay us with Emilia Paris from this movie, also won the best film song, the song El Mal. Bei den besten visuellen Effekten hat übrigens dieser Film gewonnen, Dune Part 2. Und da war auch ein Deutscher dabei. Grüße, ne? Hey.
Er kommt bei mir zu Hause, wie die anderen beiden, dann später mal auf den Kachelofen. I hope you understand that in English. I hope you understand that in English.
Hey, psst, psst. Tim doesn't know it, but on this ceremony, my post-Soviet Union soul has another hero.
Yura, I love you. Let's talk about the leading role actor. This is Adrien Brody.
Hey, the second Oscar.
Yeah, second Oscar with practically the same role.
Yeah, kind
of. Yeah, Jewish guy after Holocaust king. But I'm really like Adrien Brody and generally like a brutalist film. I'm really diving it. Maybe there is some problem in the ending of this movie, but I don't want to make spoilers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen that.
Yeah. You're welcome. But generally, yeah, I like this movie, and Brody was of his best.
We come to the next topic, actress in the leading role. And this was Nikki Madison for the movie Nora. And it was the first Oscar, and she's very young, she's 25 years old.
Yeah, that's great. This is the first Oscar for her, but this is not the unique Oscar for the Anora, of course.
Yeah.
Because, Anora won also in the category of Best Director.
Oh, Sean Baker.
Yeah, Sean Baker. Yeah, that's really great that he had this Oscar. This is his first Oscar.
But Baker is a really important person in the American independent movies. Maybe this is not his best movie, but I really like Anora, and that's also fine that she won the main category.
Best Picture.
Best Picture.
And also for Sean Baker. And in the end of the evening, Sean Baker had 4 Oscars.
Yeah.
Also for Best Script, I would say.
Best script and best editing, yeah.
I truly appreciate the recognition for this because, God, if you saw that footage, I saved this film in the edit, trust me. That director should never work again.
We were good stuff. Have you seen Adam Sandler?
Oh yeah, he was really funny.
One more thing! Chalamet!
Yeah. That's my home outfit. But
I'm also wearing my home outfit. Really.
One special moment was during the show. The host Conan O'Brien brought some firefighters on the stage to thank them because of the fire in California. Yeah, and then the fire department chef made a joke about Joker 2.
Well, our hearts go out to all of those who have lost their homes. And I'm talking about the producers of Joker 2.
By the way, we didn't like this movie too. Whew, that was faster than the Academy Award show. Oh, we're finished into a few minutes. Yay!
Yeah.
That was Inside the Movies for today.
Yeah, tschüss.
Bye. See you next time.
Bis bald.